Good afternoon, guys. This subject today is about the design thinking aspect of solid and fluid mechanics. Okay, you know what is design thinking? That is the basis of empathy, define, ideate, prototype, and testing. The empathy part of solid and fluid mechanics can be conveyed by Yasin.
So, empathy of the solid and fluid mechanics, which means to study about the strengthness and weakness of the given material, and then what are the test methods we have to do while testing the strength material and the weakness of the material.
Okay. So the empathy is whatever the material we have to use for our particular application, whether it can be used or not. That is the empathy part. Then how can you define? How can you define? Who will define? How can we define? We have to define. Can you define by using the property of the material? For example,
we can define by the properties of material like chemical and physical properties, where chemical properties are testing using chemicals, whether it is rustic, which is rustable or not, and then your physical property which can be deformed to its original position.
But by the definition means that you have to identify the right material for our required application. For ideating, you have to analyze the properties. For example, if this is a material, this is a solid material, this is a hollow material. Both are similar material. Sometimes, for example, if you are using a shaft for a motor, you can see a shaft that side. Okay, the shaft from the motor. Whether the shaft is solid or hollow. Can anyone of you tell me? Solid. But sometimes hollow materials are better than solid materials because the weight of the solid material is more, but the weight of the hollow material is less. But the hollow material will give the same strength as the solid material gives, and it is easy for getting more rotations. If the weight is less, it can rotate more. The RPM of the shaft will be increased by using the hollow material. For those things, we are studying in the solid mechanics. Fluid mechanics will be studied in the later classes. Okay. So, for particular shaft, you have to identify the right material. Most probably, the hollow materials are preferable than the solid materials. Then how can we identify which material is suitable for which application? How can we suitable? How can we select? Do you know what is elasticity and what kind of laws are applying in the elasticity?
Elasticity, the force is applied in a particle or object removed after the particular object comes its original shapes is elasticity.
Okay. So mainly the Hooke's law states the elasticity. It means that the stress is directly proportional to strain. It means that when you are applying an external force, the material will be getting deformed. The deformation will not be more. It will be very minute. For example, it will be like less than 1 millimeter. So after getting the deformation, once you remove the external force, the material will get back to its original position. A better example is anyone know about the bridge between the PSG college and PSG hostel? Okay, what kind of bridge it is? It is a simply supported beam. It is a simply supported beam. Simply supported beam means the supports will be at at the end of the beams, in between there is a provision. Okay, that is called the beam. Okay, the beams are of many types. We are going to study those things in the subject in depth later days. Okay, thank you.